This is a Turkish singer who started out as a coloratura soprano. So that's one of those high opera singers who do the really fast moving phrases. So think that high phrase from the Magic Flute. But now she sings pop music. I'm interested to hear what she sounds like.
Aşk kaç büyümden aşk dön ölümden aşk bir sebepten
Aşk means love in Turkish.
gel gir dünyama.
I did not expect that. I thought I was gonna hear, because she's known for singing pop now, so I thought I was gonna hear like a pop song, and I was gonna be like, it's really interesting because a lot of opera singers struggle with pop because of the placement. Now, often with opera and classical singing, you are thinning out your vocal cords and creating a kind of lighter sound, so you're bringing that register down. With pop, it's the other way. You're creating a heavier sound, you're having thicker vocal folds, and you're keeping them thicker, even higher in your range. So that can be quite a different sort of feeling, and it can take a lot of training. Now, most of the time people specialize and they're really, really good at certain things, but there are some people, and you see it a lot in symphonic metal and things like that, who are able to transition between these different styles really quickly. That is really difficult. I've worked with opera singers who had to sing in pop shows, and I've worked with pop singers who had to sing in opera shows, and for each style of singer to swap is really difficult, and every now and again you get someone who really, really nails it, but it's really tricky. Now I want to hear that transition again. Let's go back to, I'm going to go to like 37 seconds. Let's go. So, she's using a change of vowel to disguise that break, because mo is like that heavy placement, but she needs to switch up really quickly to that thin vocal fold place. So mo, she's using the ooh. I don't think I can do it. Ooh, oh, that's so high. Oh gosh, it's so full. She just deceived me and now I've embarrassed myself, but I'm gonna keep it in. This is the joy of singing, make stupid noises. I'll practice that. One day I'll sing it for you. Seamless swap back. Wow. So can you hear that? Ah! It's really rooted in chest voice, that thick vocal fold feeling, and then when she's up in her head voice and she goes into the opera transition, it's a completely different placement. The placement is a way that singing teachers often describe the feeling a singer feels in their voice to make a certain sound. So you might feel it at the front of your face, and we'll call that forward placement, or you might feel it in a kind of heavier placement. Here she's in what most singers feel as a heavier placement. Now it's interesting because everyone feels it a little bit differently, so this is just language that we use to try and describe the feelings that singers feel. This is incredible. So apparently when she first started singing pop music, she struggled with belting and finding a nice placement with this, because she trained her voice so far away from this style. And this is often the case. You have to kind of gain. It is like any sort of motor skill. If you just do one thing, then that's what your body gets used to doing. But if you practice switching between them, your body gets used to doing it. So if you like run all the time and then you go and cycle, you get really good at running, but cycling isn't as easy. And if you just cycle, then running isn't as easy. But if you swap between the two all the time, then you could become a triathlete. She's like a triathlete, but in singing terms. Or with two styles, but apparently, even not two styles. Apparently she sings a lot of Eastern music and Turkish music, so that is a different style again. So she is a triathlete.
Yürekten aşk yak, gönülden aşk geç tenimden, gel gir kanıma.
So you can see that she's just sitting there, but you can see her body position. She's got great posture. She's supporting that sound. She isn't just kind of slumped over. She is really kind of sat upright. She's using all of her intercostal muscles and her diaphragm to breathe in a very efficient way. It's also really, really interesting because one of the things I first said is I didn't realize how high it was, and this is often what happens with color Artura sopranos, is that they're so good at these high notes, so good at these fast, agile, very, very, very high phrases that, you listen and you think, I reckon I could do that, and then you try it and you're like, oh, holy moly, this is difficult. So difficult. I love the fiddle, violin. So if you're not a Turkish person, you might recognize this woman from somewhere. She actually won the Eurovision Song Contest in 2003, so if you're a Eurovision person, that is probably where you have heard her from. I love how she's using a little bit of her opera vibrato in her pop. So she's got the vibrato running the whole way through. That is something that is very opera. It depends. There's like different styles of vibrato, but to have it running the entire way through the note, it comes up a little bit now in some modern pop, but it's a little bit more unusual. Often it's just towards the end of a note. So it's kind of cool that she's bringing that opera training into her pop there. Oh, I love that. Again, an interesting thing for opera singers is that it's just really intense training. So you train your vocal cords together all the time, and to get that breathy sound that she had there, often can be, it seems sometimes easy for people because it's a little bit closer to our natural voice sometimes for some people. So some people find that very easy, but if you have trained your voice to have your vocal cords working really efficiently, coming together really nicely, then going back to doing something that's a little bit inefficient can sometimes be really, really difficult. It works the same with metal singing. If you are someone who is a singer and you're learning to make distortions, often what happens is that you put your vocal cords in front, or not in front, but you put your vocal cords across and then start trying to sing. So if you were going to be making like a false chord sound, like a you might end up going and then trying to sing through it, and then you can't do it. So it's sometimes harder for people who are trained singers to untrain themselves.
Gel
Oh my goodness, breath support. This woman. Oh, and she wrote this song. I'm laughing at the end because her voice seems outer-worldly. It seems beyond what is humanly possible, but she is just an absolute vocal athlete. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.